Hey everyone, welcome back to another daily recap. So yeah, I took some trades today. Um, I failed again today, kind of. So the morning started off great with MULN. It was kind of just a broken stock. And so I was watching for stalling action just to take starters into the market open. And so after it, bounced, set this kind of high, pulled back, and then kind of trapped, and then stopped out some shorts. I had it on watch. Then I had like these levels drawn. Um, so yeah, I was watching these levels, and I had gotten a starter here. So I saw stalling action. Okay, and I got starters here with a stop pretty tight over here. And it was like it was very weak. So I got starters with a tight stop, zero point 0.3 R risk, and then it kind of just tanked, and I didn't really have any ad opportunities. And so I covered that at outer support right here at 95. So this was a solid trade. It was about zero point 0.8 R at the end of the day. Well, zero point 0.8 R at the end of this trade. Um, and I was risking 0.3 R because I never got full size on. So it was all right for what it was. But then I had to leave for school here, and the stock was started coming back up. And this is a really good setup where sometimes they come back at high day and it offers another failed breakout opportunity. And so I got kind of FOMO. I didn't want to miss the move. So what I did was I set an order to enter. I just set a fantasy order. So I had this order out over high day while I was driving. So I didn't know if I was going to get in or not. But I also set my stop so I was protected. So sadly, it went further than expected, and it kind of I thought this was the clear out, and it actually cleared out, but they literally trapped it. So they ran it up over again, and they just ran they ran this thing all day, and they gave shorts such a hard time. Like this thing trapped so many shorts. Not me though, because so once this happened, I got to school. I opened up my computer around 11 o'clock right here. I was like, oh man, that sucks. Like I missed the clear out because I probably if I was at the desk, I probably would have stopped out and then re-entered. Or I would not have gotten this entry at all because I usually like to wait for stalling action, but it does look like it had some stalling action here. So maybe I would have got started. But anyways, um, I would have gotten a re-entry. So when it bounced back, I was like, oh, I could get in. I could get in here. I could, I think there's a backside clear up. My mind was playing these FOMO tricks on me. So I was thinking, I wasn't thinking of the scenario that this is trapping and it has consistent volume. Like the volume didn't die. So I kind of just got in, risking a starter size again, only zero point 0.3 R. And I just realized, what am I doing? I just need to get back out. Like, it was a discipline thing. Because during this entire, like, consolidation, I was like, should I get in? Should I not? Should I get in? Should I not? I think I just need to tell myself now, when I'm doing that, when I'm like, oh, should I get in? Should I, like, oh, like, for that long, I just need to knock it in. Like, I might miss the trade, but in the long term, it'll save me money and it'll also create discipline. So that was that trade. I'm not one to just totally blow up and like keep fighting a stock. Like once that was done, like there's no more setups for me. Um, yeah, wow, I avoided that much of a headache. So at the end of the day on this ticker, I'm only up like it's like zero point 0.3 R still, because I had a zero point 0.8 R gain here, lost zero point 0.3 R here, and then lost like point 0.1 or zero point 0.2 here. I don't know math, but yeah, that's what happened there. And then I avoided it rest of the day. Now, UUU, this is where I really failed. So this was a macro clear out potential, and not just potential, it was a great macro clear out. So this was the level 439. All right, now you see this level, very significant. So once we ripped over and halted, like seriously, I was at school, so I didn't have I pulled up the computer at right here, 11:49. I was like, oh my gosh, I just missed this macro clear out. I believe my entry method would have been just get starters in on the unhalt, right on the unhalt. Um, I don't know if I probably wouldn't have got full size, but maybe. Um, but then it created this consolidation, so it's like, okay, maybe they'll do like a backslide clear out here. Like maybe they'll rip it over and then stuff it down. And they do this thing a lot. So they brought it up. I got my entry. This time full size because it already confirmed the macro clear out thesis. But I was forgetting one thing. They might try to clear this out intraday before fading it. So I should have sized for that opportunity if I wanted to get in early. This was pure FOMO. It wasn't 100% rational thinking. It wasn't like, okay, I think for sure the tops. Well, that's what I was thinking. But I was so like tunnel visioned on what just happened instead of what could happen in the very very near future. So I got the entry, risking 1R. Well, it turns out I wasn't risking 1R. My math is not good, and I was at school, so I didn't have like calculations and stuff. So I just kind of guessed it. So I lost about like 0.7R on this. But it popped up, tanked, or it didn't tank, but it stuffed down. I was like, oh nice, like this is good. And then instantly they trapped it up. That should be my sign to get out. Of course, at school I can't just click a button and get out. I have to like unlock my montage, type in the digits. Like at home I just have the hotkey. So I got stopped out with my hard stop. The loss I was expecting to take, but like I didn't think about the clear out. I didn't think about the clear out. I don't know why. I was just so focused on, oh, I missed the move. I need to find an entry. I need to find an entry. I was like, where's the nearest entry to me that's not dumb? So this entry wasn't horrible because I saw a lot of other great traders get this entry, but they also had an open mind and they knew this clear out could be potential. This clear out could potentially happen. So I should have sized for that or just waited for it. And if I had nailed it, I definitely could have got full size right here. So let's say, so I got started. Let's say if I got starters 475, which is 0.3, so 30%, and then I go full size 50, let's say like 55 here. Like I could probably have a 460 average, just random math. I'm just guessing. 460 average, risking right over the highs, so 481. So risking 20 cents, I could have made potentially like 1, 2, like 3R. Because 1 minute 200 is a good cover target, as well as like the 5 minute, but that's kind of aggressive. But yeah, like I definitely could have made like 3-1 on this. It sucks. It's whatever. Like it sucks. But yeah, I mean, you live and you learn, you trade and you learn. My mindset right now is to focus on just trading, making mistakes, and learning from those mistakes. And currently I'm trying to systematize the failed breakout because just systematizing it relieves so much stress, which is going to be great long term. I have more confidence using size when it's back tested to be profitable. And I mean, overall, it's just easier to execute when you know exactly how to do it instead of having to guess, like, oh, I missed it, let me get an entry. But if you have a system, you know what you're doing is not profitable. You need to wait for your system. And I'm super disciplined to stick to it once I have a system. But when I don't, I'm somewhat all over the place. And I've thought about discretionary versus systematic a lot. A discretionary trader is a systematic trader, but their database, their back test is in their brain from experience. So these mistakes I'm making are getting into like a back test log that's in my head, basically like little signals telling me like, okay, don't do this because it's burned you in the past. Don't do this. Do this instead. This is how you get good reward. So it's all just experience with discretionary trading. But with systematizing things, you could speed it up, but also it takes less mental capital, so you can focus on other things. So like I have my entire ADF system, full criteria, full entry signal, risk, adding to winners. It's all mapped out. It's all planned out. I'm just waiting for the opportunities to trade because there's been no pre-market gappers, like I've said in every video from now. But yeah, I'm just waiting for that. Like no mental capital needed. Like I know exactly when my setup's there. If it's not, then I'm not trading it. I'm not like, oh, is this my setup? Like I don't have to do any guesswork. So that takes so much mental capital out of the way. So if I can systematize my ADF, which is done, systematize failed breakouts, then I could focus on something else while also executing all this with low mental capital. So I could be executing 4 systems a day while working on other systems, because it's all relatively like low mental capital being utilized. It's just way more efficient. So yeah, that was just a quick recap, I guess. Well, not really quick, it's still 10 minutes. But yeah, these were my trades. Let me know if you have any comments down below. Turn on post notifications because I'm uploading these, well, so far every day. I'll probably miss a few days. I'm not going to be super strict, but, I'm also working on some other content I want to start producing. But yeah. I hope you all enjoy. I will see you in the next one. Have a good week. You are going to kill it in this market. Let's get it.